George Rogers Clark High School in Winchester. This is the Fox 56 Home Team Showcase, sponsored by Cubby's Auto.
Welcome back here to George Rogers Clark High School. The host team, the Cardinals, got a win on the girls' side. Now they'll look to do the same here on the boys' side. Our fourth and final game, the GRC boys taking on Pulaski County. This one, we were talking about it. This one maybe could have been the best game. We really weren't sure. Both teams, a ton of talent, squaring off. We've seen some unbelievable intensity, effort, energy among these three games, and we're certainly going to see it in this fourth one.
It's been a really nice home team showcase so far, and we're going to cap it off with a real good matchup. The Cardinal, you know, they want to get back to the region title. Tried to deal with some adversity last year, and they had a short amount of time to deal with it. But hey, Coach Cook, he's won about 80% of his games, and he's got a good team this year.
Yeah, 62% of his scoring coming back, or I should say he lost a bunch. 62% of his scoring and 50% of his rebounding, but he does have a strong club. He's got a couple of nice additions to the team, and trust me when I tell you that they are well coached.
You alluded to it, Joel, a stunning loss in the 12th region title game for the GRC boys. For Pulaski, a win in the 12th region title game to make it to Rupp Arena for Coach John Fraley, beating Somerset, losing the Trinity out of Louisville in the first round of the state tournament. But he feels like these guys can get back to Rupp, and they got a lot of talent returning as well.
Yeah, Bobby and I actually broadcast that ball game at Rupp on the Sweet 16. So we saw the Pulaski County Trinity game, and you know, I hold some affection for Pulaski County, having went to high school in 12th region, and their 77% free throw shooting last year kept them in that game.
Yeah, very, very solid nucleus returning, so they are going to be a force with which to be reckoned down in that region, and should be a nice test here this afternoon.
All right, let's meet the Maroons.
Carson Fraley, junior guard.
Gavin Cook, senior guard.
Ethan Ottawan, senior forward.
Foster Fraley, senior forward.
Cam Measle, sophomore guard.
Seth Farmer, junior center.
Nish Patel, junior guard.
Cade Hargis, sophomore guard.
Brady Blankenship, sophomore guard.
Maddox Cup, sophomore guard.
Connor Blevins, freshman center.
Camden Fraley, freshman center.
Blake Fraley, freshman guard.
Tanner Absher, freshman forward.
All right, guys, well, we learned that the Maroons will be without Zach Anderson today, a star on the football team, star quarterback. The Maroons just went up to Fort Thomas and lost to Highlands in the Class 5A state quarterfinals last night. So he will not play in this game. He will, of course, be on the court for the team this season, but they are also without Will Blankenship, of course, the star from last season who has graduated. So they got to figure out other ways to score the basketball, huh?
Yeah, these actually GRC played Pulaski County in football this season, so we saw Zach Anderson. The interesting thing, I don't know if you're going to find a high school scrimmage where each team has won a state championship. Pulaski County got one in 1986 with a guy named Reggie Hansen and a coach over on the bench, and the Cardinals won it in 2022.
Yeah, and they had a Fraley coaching that team as well.
Sure did.
So, yeah, it should be a tremendous event. Both teams will be looking to get better, and given the fact that Anderson will not be in the lineup this afternoon, it'll only make Coach Fraley's team a little bit stronger down the line.
All right, let's introduce you to the GRC boys team.
Sam Spillman, junior guard.
Malachi Ashford, junior guard.
Cole Rose, junior forward.
Jamal Johnson, sophomore guard.
Montez Gay, sophomore wing.
Haddon Cecil, sophomore guard.
Jalen Fields, sophomore guard.
Connor Morganson, freshman guard.
CJ Thomas, freshman forward.
Parker Sanders, freshman guard.
Hampton Taylor, senior forward.
Maddox Campbell, senior forward.
Chase Pace, senior wing.
Eli Craig, senior wing.
Amari Bartleson, junior forward.
Matthew Pasley, junior forward.
All right, and the Cardinals without a familiar face in Rayshawn Hampton, one of the big members from that 2022 state championship winning team. 2023 runners-up. Hampton, nearly 18 points per game last year, 96 threes, an absolute bucket. Braylon Morrison also moved on, 14 points per game. J.P. Gaines moved on, 9 points per game. So the Cards lost two of their two leading scorers, 3 of the top 4. So they got to find other ways to score the basketball as well.
Yes, and yeah, I think it makes guys appreciate their spot on the team. As you mentioned, Michael, they got to find ways to put points on the basket. So with the graduation of that kind of talent, hey, there's playing time available if I'll just show the coach.
And somebody's going to get that playing time on both benches. So good litmus test for both here to start this. Even though it's not official season, it is preseason, and this should be a nice contest this afternoon.
A huge season ahead for junior point guard Malachi Ashford. You alluded to it, Joel. A late season injury from Ashford in the district tournament, playing without him. Did not have him in that region tournament in that stunning loss to Campbell County, 75-62. Only 3 losses last season. The only other 3, all their 2 were to Great Crossing. And no, not too shabby there.
Not a bit.
And South Laurel by 3 on a neutral floor. So to have that third and final loss in the final game was a stunning moment for Coach Cook's team. So you know that they're certainly eager to get back and represent the 12th region at Rupp Arena.
It's good to see Malachi back out there.
And he's a guy that he'll run the point. Michael mentioned Rayshawn Hampton is energetic and expressive as he is. Malachi's the opposite. He's very stoic, silent assassin. He'll take it away from you, and you will never know it.
Yeah, talking to Coach Cook yesterday during practice, getting ready for the showcase. He talked about Rayshawn and how he's looked good over at Tennessee Wesleyan, scoring buckets as a freshman. He was an absolute bucket here, so and brought a lot of confidence from that state title team, knowing, okay, championship culture. As you move on every year, you lose more and more guys from that team. So it's up to the newcomers, up to this group to keep that championship culture going and to try to get yourselves in position to make a run in March. But that starts here early in the season, getting some wins and building some chemistry.
Ashford.
Well, I'm sorry, the mystery is solved for me. Seth Farmer is on this Pulaski County roster. He is number 31, and he drew the foul there. I was wondering, coming over from Wayne County, and free throws made by Ashford. He goes 1 of 2 at the line. So Farmer in there calling for it in the post, but a 3-point shot that's up and in by Gavin Cook.
Yeah, the Wayne County situation was quite a story there in the offseason down there. Coach Rodney Woods, I mean, he's an absolute legend down there. Not renewed due to a number of reasons that would take a heck of a lot of time to describe. But, you know, the players were certainly outspoken about Coach Woods wanting him to come back. He was not renewed. So a big pickup for Pulaski. To see a couple of guys from that team change schools, and the Maroons get to benefit from that.
Yeah, actually 3 players left Wayne County. 1 player went to Southwestern, and he was a real football star and a basketball standout. And then Pulaski County had a couple of players, Farmer being one that stayed. One of the other players returned to Wayne.
Back-to-back region championships for Pulaski, winning 2 years ago over Lincoln County, then lost in the first game at state, 27-7 that year, 23-11 last year. So they're winning a lot of games. Remember, Lincoln County knocked them off in overtime in the 2022 region championship. I was at that game, a fantastic game. Lincoln hitting a late shot to win it. And so for Coach John Fraley, he's really building some momentum with this program, and he feels like this could be a frequent occurrence to get back to Rupp.
Foster Fraley hits a 3 in transition, and Pulaski out to a 6-1 lead as Ashford drives the rim, shot it short, and standing out of bounds trying to save it in was Foster Fraley, and The ball will stay with the Cardinals of GRC as we are 2 minutes deep into this ball game, and GRC looking for the first basket. There's a nice nifty out of bounds play. Montez Gay takes the contact and one coming.
Hey, got the nice pass from the other side of the block on the out of bounds play, and as you say, was able to muscle it in and draw the harm.
Montez Gay, he's wearing shoes pretty much. You got a pair like that, Bobby? Those shoes that he's got?
I'm going to get a pair.
You'd rock those, Bob.
Whatever color is your favorite color, I promise it's on that shoe.
Well, he can wear whatever he chooses. He's a winner.
Here's a baseline three put up by Pulaski.
Montez, the leading,
Taylor couldn't block him out.
Leading returning rebounder for this team, too. So they're expecting a lot from him.
Oh, no way. He'll be one of the better players in the region.
Hargis hits a three-point shot, and the Maroons add to their lead. It's now 9-4. Ashford brings it between the circle. Man-to-man by the Maroons. Handed off to Gay. Off the curl, got to the basket. No shot, and Fraley caught backpedaling. Once you're backpedaling, you're pretty much at the mercy of the guy with the ball.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Montez took it strong to the hoop, and
Maddox Campbell, Amari Bartleston come in, 6'2" and a 6'7" player. They join Eli Craig, Ashford, and Gay for the Cardinal complement. Bartleston, turnaround move, nice little jump hook in the paint.
Jumped up after he spun one way and then went over his right shoulder for the deuce.
Five minutes to go in the game, and Pulaski with the ball at midcourt. A little confusion about to score. Good crowd. People still coming in. Farmer bluffs the shot, goes on the right wing. Fraley throws it back out on top. Here's Carson Fraley, a very sturdy built guy. He gets rid of it. Shot put up and in on the jump shot by Hargis. Ashford pushing it, got in the paint, missed his leaner on the turnaround. Maroons not wanting to run. They've got the ball in a 5-point lead. Fraley on the blocks, right side. Campbell blocked the shot. A lot of contact by both players. Maddox Campbell, 6'2" senior and a Cardinal baseball player as well, picks up the foul there.
Pulaski County executing a little bit better here in the early going on the offensive end.
All right, Jordan Adams is standing by with GRC's head man, Josh Cook.
Hey, Michael, I'm here with the man with the plan, Coach. You won 30 games last season. The ladies practically live at Rupp Arena every March. What makes GRC basketball so special?
I think there's a lot of community support. Kids really care about basketball here. We have great support from our administration at the board office. And kids play for, something bigger than themselves. So, in the end, that kind of really pays off.
Obviously, you lost some key pieces in the offseason due to graduation. They won you that state championship in 2022. Most teams wouldn't be able to replace that, but it looks like you can with Malachi Ashford and Montez Gay. Talk a little bit about those guys.
We're trying. They're good kids. They're still young. They're good leaders. They do the right things off the court. So, most importantly, that matters. But, they love basketball, and, they're hard workers, and they're going to get better and better.
I still remember when you guys lost in the playoffs, just that third loss of the season, a heartbreaker. What did you guys learn about that game, and how much do you think about that game?
I mean, it's part of a season. I mean, those games kind of come and go. You learn that you got to, always work on guarding, continue to get stronger, and just rebuild for next year. And I think we've done a good job doing that.
All right, Coach, I'm going to let you get it back out there and do your job. Thank you very much. And Michael, we're going to throw it back to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Jordan, thanks a lot. Coach Cook, love talking to him. And, he says that tongue-in-cheek. It's just part of the game, those losses there. But, he didn't want to use that Malachi Ashford injury as an excuse. It was certainly tough to lose him there in the postseason and not have him out there. You got to recreate your whole offense, your whole flow as a team to lose your point guard. But it's not an excuse. They lost to Campbell County early end to the season, and they want to avenge that here this year.
Well, here's that guy Ashford launching the three in transition. Didn't go, and the big guy Farmer, his third rebound, gives it back to the Maroons. Pulaski with the ball and a 3-point lead. 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Yeah, just to the note of Coach Cook, 8 seasons he's coached. 1 district runner-up, 7 district championships, 1 region runner-up, 4 region titles. You got a state championship and a state runner-up. Craig trying to hit his second three, can't do it. Cardinals have never led in this first quarter, which there's a little over 2.5 minutes remaining. PC, as they're called, down around the 12th region. Pulaski County with the ball, and they run a nice little backdoor cut there off the screen. And Carson Fraley, a guy very sturdy built, draws the foul on the blocks.
West Jessamine all dressed after a solid performance and a loss to GRC. We see them carrying some pizza. We just want to thank Jets Pizza for feeding the teams today. A lot of pizzas delivered here for all 8 teams to get some food, enjoy themselves after an awesome opportunity to play on TV here in the Fox 56 Home Team Showcase. So big thanks to Jets Pizza for feeding the teams today.
Oh yeah, and the optimal word there, delivered. Yeah. Brought it to you. Not even a really good pie, and you didn't even have to go get it.
Yeah, they worked hard today. They deserve it.
Carson Fraley misses both free throws, and the Cardinals with a chance to tie with a 3 or get as close as they've been. Bartleston, jump hook in the lane, elevated and scored.
He rolled that one home. Nice soft touch from about 10 feet out.
Bartleston, a guy that's really transformed his game and his body, and a reverse layup missed. Fraley with a rebound, put back, not there, tipped up, still not there. Maddox Campbell pulls it away. Gay with a pass to Bartleston, shovel it off. Morganson, his first shot as a Cardinal player, rattled in and out. Campbell got the rebound and he's fouled.
Coach Cook yelling at his guys to rebound. Happened a couple times, letting offensive rebounds. You know, they can be a good team on the glass. They got some height, but Pulaski's got some height too.
Sure do.
Free throw is made there by Maddox Campbell, a guy that he's a senior. He stayed with the team. You know, you're not promised any position or any amount of playing time, but wants to be a part of a Cardinal basketball program.
Well, he got that inside rebounding position on that missed shot from the wing and was able to draw the foul and knot this game up.
Campbell trying to shoot his team into the lead, can't do it. And it's going to be out of bounds off Pulaski.
Bartleston with a nice move that time to deflect it out of bounds.
Then Amari Bartleston, good story there, man. He's grown about 2 inches in height and shed 60 pounds. He got serious about basketball and got in shape. Morganson with the ball, a freshman. Defers it off to Spillman, straight away to Johnson. Johnson spinning in the lane, shoots, hangs, missed it, got his own board. He stayed with it, put it in.
Boy, stick to it, and this is the word. He sure did. GRC with its first lead.
Coach Cook yelling, go by, go by, go by. He's wanting his guys to get downhill, right? A lot of passing. They're setting themselves up, but wanting his guys to get downhill, get in the paint, get some buckets at the rim, hopefully force some fouls for them. And even though that first one was no good, sticking with it for the second chance point, he was happy after that one.
Bartleston will take a breather. He's got 4 points and a rebound. Returning, it's Hampton Taylor. Taylor, a 6'3" senior. Farmer's free throw is good for the Maroons. Pulaski had missed their last 5 free throws before that Farmer make. In and out. Campbell with another rebound. GRC with the ball and a 1-point lead. Coach Cook calling the play. Spillman left side of the circle with it now is Hampton, picked up at the elbow. Goes over to Johnson, shot a fadeaway 3, and on a run out they're throwing at him. Euro step, finish, and a foul. Nice move there on the Euro step, but the foul as GRC got back.
Well, made possible by an excellent outlet pass from under the basket to midcourt.
It was. Good point. He saw him, he released, and he found him.
Coach Cook yelling, 5 out, 5 out. That's what he wanted. He wanted a 3, and I don't know if that was the one he wanted. Certainly not the result he wanted with that almost being an air ball, but he wants his team to get some shots up to score. You know, they didn't shoot as well from 3 last year as they had in the previous 2 years when they made those runs there in the state championship, just 35% last year. I know he wants that to get a little bit higher.
Maddox Campbell caught it deep. Responding is Farmer, who blocked it at the rim. Cards thought they had one that could break this tie, but it didn't occur. Carson Fraley drives in, takes contact, and he'll go to the foul line.
Got the seam on the right side and spun his way into a foul attempt.
Well, the Maroons will go back to the foul line. You know, they're making a living at the line. They're only 3 for 10, but it's not for it's not without opportunities. As Fraley drops it in, he is now 1 of 3. 4 of 11 is the total for the Maroons at the foul line. Coach Cook substituting quite frequently and in bunches. He returns his backcourt starters, Eli Craig and Malachi Ashford.
And Montez.
Gay back into the game along with Morgeson. That's the complement 5 for the Cardinal team as Carson Fraley makes both free throws. Each team with only 1 turnover.
Carson Fraley, Coach John Fraley's nephew, correct? 7.5 points per game last year. He's a big body. For a point guard, he's physical. He's strong. He can get to the cup. He's shown it in this game so far, and he'll continue to do so.
Ashford with a long 3 after losing his footing. He regrouped and launched it. Pulaski with the ball and a 2-point lead. Cards playing man-to-man. The Maroons have played man-to-man as well. Give and go, not there to Measle, and they go with it straight away. New player just checked in for the Maroons. Keep it on the right side. Tight defense by GRC. High post pass to Farmer. They split off of him. Big guy's going to go to work. Backdoor cut. Good recognition. Couldn't finish at the rim. Maddox Campbell keeps it alive for his 3rd rebound. And they're going to say Montez Gay standing on the baseline. Give it back to the Maroons with just a second on the clock. A little over a second. Look for a lob. They don't get a lob. They get it to Farmer. His 3 at the horn, rimmed out. First quarter in the books. Your score at the end of 1 quarter, the Cardinals of George Rogers Clark trailing. It's Pulaski County 16, GRC 14 at the end of 1.
We got a ball game here. Solid first quarter. Love to see the intensity here from both teams and both coaching staffs as well, getting amped up. All right, before we get to our second quarter, we are standing by with Peyton Hinkle. He joins us again. Hey, Peyton.
Hey, Michael. We're having a lot of fun out here. I'm with Layla. She's a senior on the dance team. I'm with the entire team here. They were just runner-up in their region competition. And Layla, what does that mean for your school and this community?
So we got region runner-up in hip-hop, which was a huge accomplishment for us because we've never even been to region before, and there's lots of other amazing teams that compete, so we were just really excited to get second in the competition.
And you're moving on to the state competition. What is in store? Can you guys give us a little preview of what you're preparing?
Yeah, so we're doing a hip-hop routine, and we're just really working on cleaning it and making it look the best so we can be super proud of our performance and make it look awesome.
All right, well, I wish you guys the best of luck, and congratulations, ladies. Michael, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Peyton, thanks a lot. A lot of winners over here in Win City.
Yeah, the national champions even.
Awesome stuff.
I'll tell you an interesting story. We had this student over here. His name escapes me. He did a cross-country regional meet, went and performed in a band state semi, came back and did a junior ROTC competition at Fort Knox. He traveled, he did 3 sports in 1 day, and then had to go back to Louisville because the band advanced.
Oh my gosh. He's got talent, huh?
I'm trying to, the name of the guy escapes me. We had him on Mornings on Main for an interview. He would, you talk about a profile interest on a guy, and he's going to be an Army guy. He's going to graduate high school and go to the service.
Awesome. Good for him. We appreciate him for that.
Beginning the second quarter, the Cardinals trailing Pulaski County. Maroons with the ball and the 2-point lead. Maroons in that maroon colored uniform with the outline of the county Pulaski on the trunks. Cardinals at GRC with that home white. Fraley, pull-up shot, 15 feet straight away at the foul line. Maddox Campbell with rebound number 4 off the bench for the Cards. Ashford in a hurry, feeds Gay. Cards take the lead.
Back to the lead, but again, spot up in the corner, got the pass, and was able to shoot the shot in rhythm.
Cards 2 for 8 shooting the 3. Pulaski 3 of 6. Farmer pivots, jump shot, put up a little short, altered there by Gay, and again Maddox Campbell with another rebound. Ashford in a hurry, down the middle, feeds Morgeson, spot up 3, same spot, missed the shot and he's fouled. As Patel will draw the foul, and 3 shots coming for Morgeson.
Good presence of mind there too from Ashford, the GRC offense, to push it. I think they had a 3-on-2 right there after that trap in the corner didn't go well for the Maroons. You get 3 free throws out of it.
Well, Ashford's one of those guys, he can change gears.
He's
he
fast.
always looks fast, but he's never in a hurry. Or what you're saying on that, Bobby?
I'll get to it here in a minute.
Second free throw made by Morgeson. Be quick, but don't hurry.
That's it. You got it.
Substitutions in for the GRC team. Cole Rose, a football player, a junior, big guy. He checks in.
How about that?
Morgeson, a freshman. Good for him. Knocked down all 3 free throws.
All 3, and the 4-point lead, their biggest of the game.
Fraley bounce pass on the right wing. They straight center of the ball and work it around the perimeter. They try to isolate. Good help defense by Cole Rose, but Rose trying to get that football mentality out of him. You got to get your hands up. You can't body him too strong, and he picks up the foul.
Well, he can use that body.
Well, he was one of the leading tacklers, defensive end on the Cardinal football team, who won their first playoff game in 5 years this year. Free throw is missed by Fraley, and the Pulaski County free throw shooting woes continue. They are now 5 of 13. Second one made by Fraley, who has 3 points, all at the foul line. Minute and a half deep in the second quarter. Cards with the ball and a 3-point lead. Ashford shovels it off, and a slam dunk.
Made possible by Malachi's penetration, drawing the defense.
Good dunk by Montez Gay in the ball game. He's got 8 points. They work off Farmer in the high post. Fraley double team, flips it over his shoulder, and a drive to the basket. Missed at the rim. Fraley rebound put back, contested and altered by Gay, who has the rebound. Coach Cook says go. They push it with Ashford. Crossover, scoop shot at the rim, a little short. On the transition, the Maroons pull up, and Fraley with a bank shot from the right hand, and he's a lefty.
He held up. Good control.
Eli Craig missed his shot, showed a lot of hang time, and here's a deflection, turnover by the Maroons, only their second of the game. Ashford with a clear path to the basket. It's closed quickly, and now the Cards try to reset offensively with the ball and a 3-point lead. Adding to it, no, they can't. Ashford's 3 rims off. Cards now 2 of 9 behind the arc. Maroons with the basketball. High post pass to Farmer. Nobody splitting off of him, and the big guy holds it up. Fraley will take a 3-point shot from the right wing that Gay rebounds. The PC miss. Ashford skip pass over to Morgeson. Morgeson, he fires the 3. Fraley trying to do it all for his PC team. Rebound, scoring, and defense. He throws it up into the front court. Working the way, the Maroons go out on top. Farmer, crossover dribble, backing down. Cole Rose. He'll have a hard time doing that with a big guy. Farmer takes it back. Straight away, a three-point shot by Gavin Cook. It's good. That's his second.
Gavin nailed that one from the top and nothing but net.
Tied it up at 22 all.
Guys, check out this replay of the Montez Gay dunk. Just getting up there, nice dump off into the dunker's spot. The athleticism that kid's got, just the sophomore. Looked like his body's really already there. I mean, he's grown into his body. He knows how to use it, get downhill. And as he continues to get older, he's certainly going to shine. As you mentioned, Bobby, here in this region, one of the better players. 11 points per game last year and just shy of 7 rebounds per game, the team's leading rebounder, which is a little surprising. But for him to still showcase what he's got right now on the home team showcase, that might have been the best dunk of the day.
Well, and I like his emotional tone. He's a guy, you know, you don't know if he's got 15 points and 10 boards or he's not playing well. He's really got a good level head on his shoulders about playing basketball. And just the IQ. He went backdoor on the baseline when Malachi drew the double team. And we see that slam dunk again, the two-hand flush. And he's got some good hops. Real physically gifted guy.
Doesn't get too excited. No. And as you might not be surprised, his dad named Cruz. That's who he's got a nickname of Cruz, and his grandfather played for Hugh Durham at Florida State back in the late 60s, early 70s. So he does have some basketball genetics, to say the least.
Awesome, good stuff. All right, well, Colby is standing by with Pulaski's head coach, John Fraley.
Coach, I don't think any family bleeds maroon quite like yours does. Your father coached here. You've got a nephew and son on the team. Just what does this school and community mean to you guys?
You know, it's just been in our family for, it seems like forever. And, you know, we've got 4 kids on the team and 3 guys coaching. And my dad, you know, spent 30 years there. So it just means the world to us. We feel like it's our program, you know, and we really cherish our time with it.
You've coached a handful of teams at Pulaski County. What's different about this group you've got this season?
You know, they're a little bit young, but they work really hard, and they do exactly what you're trying to tell them, and you know, we're just hoping we can get it together later in the year.
You made it to Rupp in back-to-back seasons. What do you have to do this season to make that the same thing?
We got to do the same thing we've been doing, which is get really good defensively and then be able to score a bunch of different ways, and so that's what we're working on.
Thanks, Coach. We're looking forward to the season.
Thank you.
Colby, thanks a lot. Fraley's polo kind of looks like our home team polos. 3 stripes there. Coach Fraley looking good out there.
Yeah, no question.
Joel and Bobby, you guys are rocking these polos very well yourselves.
Well, shoot, when you clothes make the man.
Yeah, they give us some fashion here. Malachi Ashford doing a little wizardry in the paint. He's got 5 points in the game to go along with a steal. Fraley throws it into the front court. Cooks hit his last 3, hit another 3. He's got 3 3-pointers in this second quarter alone.
Well, the defense needs to find him.
Well, the Maroons' 3-point shooting, very, very effective. 6 of 10 from behind the arc. Gavin Cook, he has hit 4 of 5.
Well, I tell you what, they may not be shooting the free throw as well as they would like, but they are certainly finding comfort beyond the arc.
Yeah, only 6 of 15 at the foul line, but boy, that 3-point shooting, even better. Maroons with a 2-point lead, GRC with the ball. Cardinals working it around. Now Pulaski playing a zone. Gay spinning in the lane, missed it. Bartleson trying to keep it alive, but the Maroons come away with it. Numbers aren't there. PC in the front court, trailing the play, pulling it up, driving in, little leaner, not there. Good shot there by Hargis, wouldn't go down. Gay throws the outlet. It hits Morgeson, who wasn't ready, and a turnover by the Cards. Cook with it. You better step out on him, and they do. Maroons now slow it down. 2:14 to play in the first half. Pulaski County with the ball, up 2. Hargis off the curl, backdoor cut, shot up and in.
Defensive assignment lost on that particular play, and Coach Fraley's team ups its lead to 4. Nice backdoor.
Absher with that basket puts the points in the book. Maroons with the ball, up 4. Cook feeling it. Not this time. It came off, and Montez Gay with another rebound. Gay feeds over. Spillman with a three. That won't go, and the Cards really settling for shots early in the possession.
Early and not necessarily set to make the attempt.
PC with the ball and the 4-point lead. Cardinals going man-to-man. Hargis off the screen, back to Fraley. Fraley throws it into the paint. Farmer, ball fake, up and under. Scoop shot didn't go down. Nice footwork and a ball fake. Got Bartleston committed, and Bartleston draws the foul. That will be his second.
When your footwork is that sound, you're going to be getting yourself to the foul line frequently.
Well, they're saying Farmer was not in the act of shooting. He comes out and they give him a break. Checking back in. Cam Measle checks in. Long three put up, not there. Hamp Taylor with a rebounded miss for GRC. Throw it to Maddox Campbell, who had released. Hang time, double pump, finished at the rim.
Double pump got him the bucket. Otherwise, it would have been blocked. Nice move by Campbell.
3 points, 5 rebounds for Maddox off the Cardinal bench. PC, and now Maddox Campbell put a steal on his stat line. He throws it into the front court. Craig, he'll spot up with a three, not there. Long rebound. Two Maroon players collide, but PC holds possession, and they also hold a 2-point lead. Hargis straight away. Left side they go. Morganson on Ashburn. Straight away to Carson Fraley. Maroons can hold for the last shot if they so choose, but we're going to have a
offensive foul, number 11.
Foul away from the ball. So the 5th turnover by the Maroons will put the ball in possession of GRC, and the Cards bring in Chase Pace. Pace, a real athlete, 6 feet tall, just all muscle.
And can shoot the three.
Shoot, and he can stuff it 2 hands. At 6 feet, he's a high riser. 10 seconds. Ashford between the circle. He attacks, driving in. Circles around on the dribble. 5 seconds. Campbell shoots for the lead. 3's not there. Pace with a follow, didn't go down. And the Maroons of Pulaski County, they take a 30-28 lead here at halftime.
What a ball game here to wrap up the home team showcase. This one is going to go down to the end. That is for sure. Both teams pretty evenly matched. Both teams physical, figuring out how to replace some pieces that they've lost from last year's team. Looking like this is a process of figuring things out. So another half to play. We got a 5-minute quick halftime. So let's go to a quick commercial break, and we will come back with the rest of our action here on Fox 56.
You're watching the Fox 56 Home Team Showcase, sponsored by Cubby's Auto. This is the Fox 56 Home Team Showcase, sponsored by Cubby's Auto.
Welcome back. GRC and Pulaski County going at it in our fourth and final game of the Home Team Showcase. So many talented players on display throughout the day, and we got some talented ones here in this ball game. I think the big question was how each team is going to replace the stars from last year. As I think we just hit another half-court shot, just like earlier in the day.
Amazing.
Hey,
$1,000 for
another
both.
$1,000. We've had 2 winners on half-court shots.
Before the commercial break ended, we were watching. She got the layup and the free throw real quick, 2 for 2, so she had plenty of time. All right, good for her. Well, you know, for Pulaski replacing Will Blankenship, obviously a tough task. Guy was 15 a game, all region. But I think they have a solid formula for how they're going to figure out how to replace his production.
Yeah, and I'd say that's screen off the ball and get Gavin Cook open. I mean, they need to thank him here at halftime. You know, PC's got that 2-point lead, but Gavin Cook's got 12 of the 30 points. He's hit 4 of 6 on 3-point shooting, despite the fact the Maroons only 6 of 14 at the foul line. I'm a little perplexed with the Cardinals, Bobby. They only had 2 turnovers, but they only got 7 points in transition. That's not a Cardinal-type GRC team.
Well, they, from my perspective, looked like they were settling for shots a little bit too quickly, weren't really rotating the ball to the most effective spot, missed some shots, but irrespective, are but 2 points from having this game tied, so they're right in it.
GRC losing its top 2 leading scorers from last year's team. We've talked a lot about Rayshawn Hampton and how not only was he a bucket getter for this team, 18 points per game almost, but also jump-starting this offense. He was the leader out there on the floor. You got Malachi Ashford and Montez Gay, 2 big returning pieces, but how do you feel like this team is rolling with the punches and kind of flowing without their guy, Hampton?
Well, you bring up a good point. It's contrast in style and leadership. Rayshawn was very vocal and very active. You got Ashford and Gay. Both those guys, their emotional tone, very steady.
Yeah,
and he can hit the 3-ball, huh?
No question about it. He's got his ball club. It's going to be a work in progress, and that's why we are here.
2 teams that have gotten the rough multiple times in the last few years, hoping to do the same this season. Let's see how they finish out this ball game. 30-28, Pulaski County leading GRC right now with about 30 seconds left. As we mentioned, both teams just getting a little rest here on the bench, and hopefully they got to see that that half-court shot. How about that? I don't know if we still have a replay of that queued up, but that was a fantastic shot from her, and the guy earlier in the day also hitting that half-court shot.
Christmas coming early for some youngsters, and hey, I'm happy for them.
How about that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, what are some other keys do you feel like you guys are wanting to see out of the second half?
I think Bobby brings it up, and you know, the Cardinals. There was that commercial one time about don't be a settler. Well, you know, they're settling. They're shooting early in the possession and not real high percentage shots. I think that can get corrected, but Coach Cook gives a lot of latitude. On the other hand, Pulaski, they're a little short-handed. Their leading player returning, Zach Anderson, not back from football. Idlewine, also football player, not back from football. So possibly football may have a little something to do with Maroons, but they've got a 2-point lead.
Idlewine averaged just shy of 10 points per game last season. Great free throw shooter, a rebounder for this team, so they certainly need him back as well.
Well, good defense employed there by GRC to get the ball back and with an attempt to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Halftime stats, the Cardinals only 2 of 14 shooting the 3. Pulaski was 6 of 12. 5 turnovers for the Maroons, only 2 for the Cards. Montez Gay, he splits the defense. He's in double figures with 10.
Strong move from the top with a good gate stepwise.
Behind the back, and there we go with Craig. Tried to score at the rim off a Johnson pass. And 2 free throws coming. But Cook picks up his 3rd foul.
Yeah, pilfer at midcourt led to that attempt and these subsequent free throws.
Second chance scoring has been 3 points by each club. Fast break scoring a 7-2 edge to the Cards in the transition games. At the foul line, GRC, where they got Eli Craig there now. The Cards as a team 6 of 8. Pulaski, they can only manage 6 of 14. Craig's free throw is good. A senior guard that will be counted on. For ball handling, also for shooting. He's there for the free throw. One more attempt coming. Only 1 of 2 on that trip. GRC with a 1-point lead.
Coach Fraley calling out press 2, trying to get his team ready, trying to get some offense going.
3-point shot missed, and Craig with a rebound. Nobody back. The shooter is the only one back, and Hargis did a good job, and he nearly stole the ball. So I thought he was left out on an island. Nobody rotated back. He was the shooter. He hustled back and foiled what could have been a Card run out.
Almost got a 3 and instead prevented a 2.
Nice ball fake. Montez Gay. He likes that baseline. That's a second dunk from the baseline.
He takes it with authority.
One right side, one left side. Cardinals with the press, and I think what Michael is alluding to with Coach Fraley saying press 2, you got to have a press offense if you're going to deal with a pressure team. Ashford nearly got the steal, and it'll be out of bounds back to Pulaski County as Ashford tried to pick the pocket of Hargis.
Here's the replay of that dunk. Drives baseline and explosive. Man, the guy has got some serious athleticism to show that on 2 dunks here today.
Well, and sold it well on the Malachi handoff fake and threw it down. Another turnover. Cards have the basketball and the 3-point lead. Nearing 2 minutes deep here in the third quarter of this 4-game showcase. Cards then turn it over on the reverse dribble, and the Maroons have it. Numbers aren't there, but driving in, Hargis draws the foul as he was able to accelerate past the GRC defense.
Boy, he cranked it into a different gear. You're exactly right, and got slapped at on the way to the basket.
He's played a lot of minutes. He very sturdy built guy. You can say that about these Maroons. They physically look pretty fit, and you got to get in game shape. 5 points in the game for Hargis. He missed a free throw there. Another one still to his credit. Unable to make either. George Rogers Clark, the Cardinals with the ball and the 3-point lead. They run the weave out on top and straight away. Here's Johnson, left elbow. He's cut off there. Passes to Eli Craig. Switch off. Farmer's got the guard. Finds Hamp Taylor. Taylor tried to get off the shot. Left of the lane from 10 feet out.
All right, Jordan is standing by right over there at the GRC sideline.
Hey, Michael, I'm here with senior forward Maddox Campbell. Maddox, your last go-around here as a Cardinal. How are you feeling heading into your first scrimmage?
I'm feeling real good about it. I'm excited for this season, you know. It's sad that's my last one, but I'm also ready to go out. But I'm excited to be here.
Obviously, you guys lost some key players due to graduation last year. How have you improved your game, and what were you working on in the offseason?
Staying in the gym, lifting especially. You know, just trying to get my shot better, trying to stay with the team, and just connect with those guys. With having a bunch of transfers in here, trying to get the chemistry up.
Been watching you guys play, and I'm getting tired just seeing you guys run up and down the court. Man, Ashford is fast. He loves to push it. Coach is always yelling at you guys to run. What is this, conditioning? How is this like playing this type of basketball?
Well, the conditioning during practice, to me, it's a lot harder. Once you get in the game, it's a lot easier. It looks like it, but it's easy.
And then my last question, Coach has a lot of energy here on the sideline. What's it like playing for him?
He will tear some of us up, that's for sure. But it's great playing for him. I love the dude.
All right, man, I'm going to let you get back to the game. I appreciate it. Michael, we're going to send it back to you.
All right, Jordan, thanks a lot. Obviously, they respect Coach Cook. You got to respect him if he won a state championship. That is a pretty tough thing to do, especially here in the state of Kentucky where there is only one true state champion. One boys and one girls champion, no matter the class. And GRC was able to make it out and emerge victorious in 2022, beating a good Warren Central team, 43-42, close state championship game. They were dominant that year, 37-1. That only loss being to an out-of-state team, I think out in South Carolina. Just absolutely ran through the state of Kentucky on the way to a state championship and almost got it done again in the year after, losing to South Warren as the state runner-up. So certainly, you know, took this program to another level. They have a banner up in the rafters here in GRC Arena and hoping to add another one.
Well, Kentucky and New Jersey are the only states that still do not classify basketball now. So you crown one champion. It's not a class system. It's not a public-private system. It's one state champion, and New Jersey and Kentucky the ones that do that. And it was a magical time watching the Cardinals and covering that team. I mentioned in the pregame, Pulaski County has a state championship to their credit as well. In 1986, I was living in Pulaski, and that community of Somerset and other towns really proud of their team.
Yeah, I mean, Jerome Morton is now playing at the next level over at Morehead State. A lot of talented guys on that state championship team. So it certainly, it raises the bar. It raises the expectation now. That's what they got to do year in and year out. But they're welcoming that opportunity. And Coach Cook in his 9th year, you know, as you talked about, Joel, the administration, you know, everyone trusted him here. They knew that he could get it done. And that's what he did. He put a rafter up there in the building.
220 wins to only 48 defeats as a Cardinal coach, and that amounts to 82% winning percentage.
And when I first moved here to Kentucky, I'm from Michigan, lived in Tennessee. Here in Kentucky, I was like, what? Only one champ? What? Like, that's kind of crazy. But then you get to covering it and get to know about it, and it really is kind of cool. You know, when you win that state championship, you are the pound-for-pound best team in the state. And it's a pretty cool title. I think it just means a little bit more than in those others when you got 5 or 3 state champs. You are the one champ, and it gives you those bragging rights that much more for the following year. So I love it, and gives great pride. And, you know, Lyon County and Travis Perry, you know, they would say the same thing. They are happy that they got to be the pound-for-pound state champion.
Well, and that was a Class A school. And,
of course.
You know, you're looking at a school with less than 600 students, and they win a state championship. And they had to go through schools that had 2,000 students.
Yeah, but who do they beat in the state title? Harlan County, another small school. So it's
it was a storybook finish. I mean, 2 players that were star players, both now at UK, and you had East versus West in there.
And that defeats the argument against this system of like, oh, you know, it hurts the small schools. Oh, only the big city schools are going to win titles. It's like, no, that's not the case. That's why you go out there and play the games.
It can be so data-driven or so identity-driven by saying we were a state champion. You say, well, I'll use Tennessee, for example. You mentioned Tennessee. Well, if you're in a private school, you can be a state champion. How many games or how many teams did you play? Well, it was like winning the region. You had to go through 16 schools to win. So in here, you know, it's a little different. It really is unique. Only New Jersey, I believe, does it like Kentucky does.
And there's no question regions are stacked. You go to the 6th, the 7th, the 11th, and man, sometimes it's very, very hard to get out of the districts. The difference in drawing or seeding, whatever, but irrespective of all of that, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, especially the 11th. Had legitimately 3 teams worthy of getting the rub with Great Crossing, Lexington Catholic, and Bryan Station, unbelievable as well. So Bryan Station's going to be a problem this year with Amari Owens. We saw the Frederick Douglass girls team, but I think that Douglass boys team is going to have a lot to offer, competing with Great Crossing, who we saw today in game number 2 of the home team showcase.
Pulaski County with the ball as the Cardinals have taken the lead from the Maroons. The Maroons with a good school history in their own right. They have won the region, 12th region 7 times, and they are the back-to-back reigning 12th region champs. A lot of physical play. Numbers aren't there for Pulaski as GRC 3 passes, 2 points.
Malachi Ashford got it started. getting his way out of traffic on one end and result a 2 on the other end.
Gavin Cook, who was the scoring leader in the first half with 12 points on 4 of 6 3-point shooting, hasn't been able to get on track here in this third quarter. There's a minute 40 to go in it. Farmer, big guy, left hook in the lane. He's got some skill. Man, what a nice addition.
Well, I tell you what, you throw those two-foot Anderson and Idlewine in there, and they are going to certainly be a force.
Solid quarter for them offensively, hitting a couple threes, then working their way inside. That could be a recipe that could continue to work for them as they try to cut this deficit.
GRC spreading the floor. Spillman, who hit the last 2 buckets, gets rid of it. Now he calls for it, takes a skip pass, drives in, jump stop move, didn't finish at the rim. I like the jump stop. Cover a lot of ground on one dribble. Fraley the other way. Carson Fraley right side. There's Cook. They got him free. He couldn't make the 3. Tried to get his own rebound. And the problem with that is Gavin Cook's going to pick up his 4th foul on an aggressive attempt to get his rebounded miss.
And the shot was spot on. It was just a hair hard. And he knew it, and that's why he tried to corral that rebound. But 2 or 3 cards there beat him to the punch.
First time in the ball game, Parker Sanders checks in for the Cards. The Maroons, they sub in a couple of players as well. Coach Cook played 11 guys in the first half.
Yeah, Fraley giving Gavin Cook a high five as he exits the game, but looking frustrated, a little disappointed for him to pick up his 4th before the third quarter even ends. You wonder how early they can get him back in the game. Do you put him right in at the start of the 4th, or do you have to wait a couple minutes, maybe 6-5 minute mark, you know, risking him getting that 5th?
You know, I think if it's a game that's going to go on the record, you try to extend it as long as you can. But in this type of showcase, I think he's looking for conditioning. Probably put him back in. Let's get as many minutes as you can with stop and go lateral movement.
Great point. And it also depends on how much more they fall behind. If they can keep it at 4 or 5, 6. Then maybe you can let him sit. If you fall behind double digits at some point, then you certainly got to pull him back into the game real quick.
It's a 5-point Cardinal lead, and the Pulaski County Maroons with the ball, and it doesn't look like they're waiting for the last shot as Farmer's rebound follow on the drive miss there by Wright, and a foul on the play. It'll be Montez Gay drawing the foul. Stops the clock with 20 seconds to play in this third quarter. Seth Farmer at the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 on the evening, and Pulaski County only 6 of 16 as a club at the foul line. They'll look back at that and think, man, we made it hard on ourselves.
Well, I tell you what, he did a good job of following that shot to the basket and drawing that foul. So very, very alert and very quick to the ball.
Farmer makes both free throws. He's got 8 points in the game, 7 coming in this third quarter. Coach Cook up, directing traffic for his Cardinal team, and Coach Fraley kneeling at his bench, extolling and imploring his team to tighten up defensively. And they do. They come away with a steal. Cards turn it over. Lead pass to Farmer. Lobs it up at the rim, and the Maroons can't get a shot off despite forcing the late second turnover. 3 quarters played. We've got a tight one here. It's 45-42. George Rogers Clark Cardinals 45. Pulaski County Maroons 42. Fourth quarter play coming up.
Had a couple great finishes in the first 2 games. The third game kind of got away in the fourth quarter. So we're hoping for a little barn burner, great finish here as we wrap up the home team showcase. All right, Peyton is going to join us one more time. He's standing by on the court. Hey, Peyton.
Hey, Michael. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun out here. I'm now with the drum major. Her name is Dawn of the GRC marching band, but you're in the pep band too, and you play the flute. But what all goes into being a drum major?
It takes a lot of leadership and encouragement, not for yourself, but for your peers, and help them through like tough experiences and help them be the best that they can be.
And now that you guys are transitioning from football over to basketball, I assume it's a lot of fun being in this arena and cheering on your teams and playing some music, right?
It is. It's pep band's all about having fun and cheering on the basketball team and just like playing music because you want to.
All right, well, I think we're going to hear from that pep band right now. If they're ready, band, go ahead and take it away. I'll send it up to them.
in a saxophone or anything like that. But awesome stuff from the band joining us for games 3 and 4. Throwing out some home team Friday nights basketballs to the crowd for a little giveaway. Make sure to tune in to us every Friday night at 10:30 p.m. now that we switch over to basketball season, bringing you all the highlights from all across Central Kentucky from our great team of shooters going all across the region to bring you some highlights. And we will certainly be stopping over here in Winchester quite a bit to check on the Cards and the Lady Cards.
Nice, powerful play there by Montez Gay. And again, he's got the inside or outside game. That time taking the contact. He absorbed the hit, finished at the rim, and he'll be there at the line.
Just an excellently drawn up play, getting it to the wing. Spot pass, beautiful pass, and then the 3-point completion.
15 points in the game for Montez Gay. He's also got 7 boards in the game. Pulaski County with the ball in the front court. Maroons down by 6. Quick ball movement around the perimeter. They go into Farmer. Farmer a little size advantage against Campbell. Leans up and puts it in.
He just used that upper body to create enough space to lay it up over the front of the rim.
Seth Farmer in double figures. He's got 10 points in the game. Cards with the ball and the lead. High post to Maddox Campbell. Lays down a dribble. Gets it to Craig, left of the circle. High post again, back to Maddox Campbell. Backdoor cut, Ashford with it, flips it over his head, blocked by Farmer and out of bounds, and Pulaski will keep the possession.
And Malachi got in a little bit too deep on that one and threw up a prayer, but that's part of it.
You know, before we went to break, Michael was talking about the margin of victory between these games. Yeah, the first 2 games, 4-point victories by each club, and even the third game, it was an 11-point win. So we've had good competitive games.
Well, we had a nice basket there. They beat the defense that time and got an easy deuce.
Cards spread the floor, skip passes back and forth. Now Craig left of the circle, high post to Gay, out to Ashford with Farmer flying at him. Malachi Ashford misses a 3. GRC 4 of 21 from behind the arc. And some of these freshmen are known to be shooters, but they haven't really been on display in this game.
Yeah, Ashford just looked over right at his bench after missing that. He was kind of surprised he airballed it, but he needed a rest, and he gets subbed out here, but he will not be on the bench very long. He's on that first seat at the start of the bench, so he will get back in this game very quickly.
Well, that was my thought when I saw that ball be shortened to the left. That he might need a blow because he's been competing here for the past couple of months, but as far as actual competitive competition, that's another thing. Coming off that injury.
You know, he's got to play his game. He's got to play free. You know, he's got to have confidence in that leg and his lower extremities, and you just never know what's going on in a young man's mind, but he looks to be right on recovery. Full recovery. Steal by the Cardinals. Pulaski 9 turnovers, GRC with 4. Here's one of those freshmen from the Cardinals shooting a 3. Missed it, but Gay with 17 points, 8 boards, 3 of those scoring plays have been dunks.
When you establish that position on the block, sometimes it leads to those shots.
His athleticism again on display with the rebound and putback before he even landed on the ground. He didn't need to land on 2 feet. He's able to get right there, and he loves that baseline.
Yeah, and there's another example.
Yep.
Hawking that rebound.
Post defense against the Cards, and there's Campbell with a lob, and Maddox Campbell having a good game. He's got 5 points to go along with 5 boards and a block shot.
Nice pass in transition from the wing.
Fraley to Fraley. This is Carson. Left, wanted to screen, but he denied it. Went baseline, and like the Army commercial, he made the right choice, Bobby. He went baseline.
He found enough of a sliver of an opening to cut this lead back to 4.
5 minutes to play in this 4th and final game. Give and go, or play as old as basketball itself. It works again.
Jamilin Johnson with that bucket.
Johnson to Gay, back to Johnson. A little give and go. Give it up and get it back. Fraley back to Fraley. See if he goes baseline again. This time he takes advantage of the screen. Elbow jumper,
Wow.
fade away, good. That was a tough shot.
Absolutely.
Nice bucket from the Maroons. Colby is standing by at the Maroons sideline. Hey, Colby.
Zach, you actually just got off the football field last night making your transition to the court. What does that look like for you? You said you actually got to put up some shots this morning.
Yeah, I haven't played since summer ball, so I had the football, and last night we lost in the regional championship, so got back real late, about 3 in the morning this morning, and got to shoot around about 10 this morning. It felt good to get some shots back up in the gym.
How eager are you to join your guys and hopefully get some wins this season?
I'm super excited. Love this group. I've played with this group my whole life. There's a lot of chemistry. It should be a fun year.
Speaking of playing with this group your whole life, what do you think sets this team apart than the opposing teams that you've had earlier in your years of high school?
Just a desire to win and play together. No selfish basketball. Everybody's for each other.
You know what it's like to make it to Rupp Arena. How do you think you're going to help your team get there this year?
Just play hard, rebound, and play together. Talk on the defensive end and just be a leader on and off the court.
Thanks, Zach. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
All right, Colby, thanks a lot. Zach Anderson, 10.5 points per game last season, 8 rebounds per game. They are returning their top 4 rebounders from last year's team. So once they get all back on the court, they should be a great team on the glass and a great team that can score the basketball. And props to Zach for having a strong football season, state quarterfinals. Going the Highlands, certainly a tough task. And they fought. They had a great season, and now he will look to just get up to speed here on the hardwood and get out there for the boys.
Really nice football player. I think his touchdown to INT was 2-1. So he was very efficient with his play. Jump stop by Montez Gay, and it's rejected by the 6'6" Farmer. Boy, that's quite an addition. They got Farmer from Wayne County. He's really played well.
Well, he's going to make them a huge threat.
Well, it's huge because when you lose Blankenship, 15 a game with 3-point shooting, but you also lost Jalen Woldridge, who was averaging around 8 points per game and also hit a ton of threes last season. So you lose 2 scorers like that. It's huge to get a little addition in the portal. It's not like the transfer portal in college athletics, but it's still a part of the game. You know, the transfers are huge sometimes, and we saw it with a couple teams already earlier today, and it'll certainly help out these Maroons.
Yeah, Farmer working on a double-double game. He's pivoting in the paint, wanting to take it. He's got it now working against Hamp Taylor with a ball fake up and under move, and you can tell he's been under some Rodney Woods tutelage. He's got some good basketball play. Yeah, he's a load down in the paint, trying to work on a double-double here. Played a lot of minutes.
Yeah, Coach Woods told me when I went down there and talked to him over the summer when all this was going on, or spring, he said he's happy to, be a granddad now and just focus on being a grandpa and spending time with his family. But he was sad. I asked him, was that fair to you to have this happen? And he just said, it's not fair to the players. Well, he was upset for himself, certainly, but he was upset that his players were getting this happen to them. And certainly it's a stunning situation, especially for a 15, 16-year-old. It's like, why is my coach getting let go when he's the winningest coach in history for that community? And
well, he's in the top 5 in the state overall.
Yeah,
one of the very best.
And yeah, he started the Wayne County Basketball Hall of Fame. He wanted to preserve and recognize the history, and he started that. It was something that he recognized players like Kenny Davis, Olympic champion, that played at Wayne County, and Coach Woods put that up. I know as Eli Craig hits a 3, I guess I'll always remember when he called me and he said, Joel, you're in. Come on down. You're in the banquet. We're in the Hall of Fame, and I really appreciated that, Coach
That's
Woods.
awesome.
I've still got his number and maintain contact with him, and yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I mean, the courts named after him, for gosh sakes. I mean, he's an absolute legend, and you hate to see that happen. I hope he's doing well now. Hopefully, maybe he's watching, checking out a fellow 12th region team. But
well, and if you remember, or you may not, prior to that, he was a thorn in the University of Kentucky side as a guard for the University of Tennessee.
Yeah.
So he's left his mark on Kentucky basketball in more than one way.
Oh my gosh, when I went down there, he had me check out his man cave down in the basement. It's all orange.
Orange.
I mean, it's complete orange. And so if you don't like orange, don't watch. But I encourage anybody to go to our website and check out that story that I did when I went down there. I took the hike down there to Wayne County and talked to him, talked to some people in the community, and they were pretty upset about it. But you just got to roll with it, and we certainly wish him the best. Hope he's doing well with his granddad duty.
Well, 11 points in this fourth quarter combined between Carson Fraley and Seth Farmer have pulled. That has pulled the Maroons to within 3 here with 2:40 to play. And with the ball, back tip deflection, you got to talk defensively, and no one told Measle that it was going to be deflected from behind. You got to talk defensively because Pulaski had a chance to tie with a 3 or cut it to 1. They will now keep possession. Foster Fraley checking in, getting a little more size in there for the Maroons as they will inbound underneath their basket. 2:35 to go in the game. Maroons down by 3. They try to run an isolation on the left side. Again, Farmer and Fraley, they have been the guys in this fourth quarter. Foul is going to be on Johnson.
Josh Cook saying that's a joke. Just a little frustrated on that call. Not a ton of contact there, but he did have his arm bar over.
And they throw over the defense on a backdoor screen, and Cook puts it up and in. That's his first points in the second half, and his only bucket other than a 3-point shot. He pulls the Maroons to within 1, 57-56, 2:10 to play. Bartleston a little shaky, got it between the circle, kick it out to Eli Craig. Craig has hit 2 threes in the second half. His last 3 gave the Cards their longest lead in the fourth quarter. He goes over to Ashford, driving left side, got on the blocks, kicks it out, sets Johnson's 3. Not there. Ashford hustling, always aware, comes away with it.
Big rebound there for the Cards.
Fundamentals at a premium. Dribbles with his head up, but it's taken away. They throw it the length of the court, and a bad shot. Banked too strong by Hargis. Had the numbers, couldn't finish. Eli Craig, 15-footer, did not get the roll. Bartleston had it stripped. And a lot occurred within a minute and a half if we didn't have points. So we're still with a 1-point GRC lead.
Fraley frustrated at that shot attempt. Just he rushed it a little bit.
He had,
no question.
Had numbers. Had numbers and just did not
had
convert.
Space. Yeah, he had a little space. He could have taken his time.
There's that same play that Gay dunked on. This time the Maroons stuff it out, but he's got a mismatch. Montez kicks it back out to Ashford. Calling for it again. He's got the shorter Hargis on him. They jump out and switch, double team Ashford. Looking, finds Eli Craig. Clock approaching a minute to go. Craig driving in. He attacked the basket, put to the deck, and it stops the clock with 1:06 to play. And the Cards holding on to a 1-point lead. Third foul on the big guy Farmer for Pulaski. Eli Craig will go to the free throw line. Eli in this ball game 1 of 2 in shooting free throws. He has 10 points in the contest, and that one rolled off the front of the rim.
Another great game here to close out our day. Just a minute left, 1-point game here in the home team showcase.
He missed them both. Cards now 10 of 15 at the foul line in this game. PC with the ball and a chance to take the lead. Throw it down in the paint. Shot put up. Missed on the blocks by Fraley, and he looks over at the bench, and Coach Fraley trying to offer encouragement, not chastisement. He didn't scold him. He just said, get back in there.
He was wide open, too.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
In there to Farmer. Here comes the double team. One-on-one, tries to go up and under. Jump hook fade away. Bartleston offered the altered shot, and Gay with it, throwing at the length of the court. Eli Craig finished at the rim.
Give that basket to Montez, however, with that tough rebound and that long outlet pass.
Well, that gives the Cards a 3-point lead. Pulaski can still tie it with an outside jumper. Farmer over to Fraley, shooting for the tie. Didn't get it. Crashed the boards, kept alive by Foster Farmer, and we've got a foul called. 10 of 19 is the shooting for PC from 3-point range, so they're very capable. It'll be 18, a little over 18 and a half seconds. And the Maroons have the ball underneath their basket, trailing by 3. And right now, if you've got an out-of-bounds play under the basket, this is where you want to draw it up and insert it into the game.
Well, it's one thing to draw it up. It's another thing to execute it. And without one, you're not going to have the other.
And how many times today have we seen teams in the bonus? But they, of course, right now, for Pulaski's sake, not in the bonus yet, so they don't get free throws after that foul. So they got to, you know, look again. Like I've said, you do not have to go for a 3 here. There's so much time. You can get a quick 2 and foul and stay alive there. But they have the 3-point shooters if they want to take it.
Well, the Maroons, they are 10 of 20 at the foul line. So if you're the Cards, I mean, don't foul them on a 3, but hey, you know, you got a 3-point lead. If the clock starts winding down, you have that option. Although a lot of times coaches don't want to put people on the line.
Well, you've got Pulaski County with only 3 fouls, so before they would force GRC to the line in these last 19 seconds, they've got 1 to give. So
we'll see how it unfolds. Our first 2 games were 4 points each in the margin of victory. The third game, an 11-point win for the GRC Cardinal girls. And this one here coming down to the wire. So the selection and the cast of teams here, it's been very quality and very close. Clock at 15. Maroons get it in. Fraley out near midcourt, brings Bartleston with him. The middle's open, the lane's open. They switch off with Ashford. Fraley over to Foster Fraley, shoots for the tie, missed it. Gay got the rebound, and that should do it. PC went for the tie.
Foster Fraley with a good look from the right wing. It just didn't go, but that man, Montez Gay, up there to snatch that rebound.
Well, he's been a beast in this ball game. 17 points, 12 rebounds. Horn sounds, and that'll do it. In a final, the Cardinals of George Rogers Clark over the Pulaski County Maroons in a final 59-56. And the home team showcase comes to an end. 4 games, all day of basketball.
Fantastic end to the ball game there. Hey, you had the look, right? I mean, that's the look that you
drew up a play.
He was open. Props to Coach Fraley for setting it up, but just could not get it to fall. And that was kind of a common theme throughout the game. Just they have the shooters, but weren't really getting those shots to fall, trying to find some other ways to score some offense. But at the end of the day, GRC defends home court with a 59-56 victory over Pulaski County. So the Cardinals get both wins at home. The girls, as you mentioned, Joel getting the 11-point win, and the boys team, close game. Big props to Pulaski County, a Rupp Arena Region Championship team. Both teams could certainly see themselves at Rupp in March, and I think a rematch will be pretty fun to watch, huh?
Well, we had these 2 teams played football against each other this season, so it's very possible they could see each other in basketball as well.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic day here on the home team showcase. Before we go, Joel and Bobby, just give me some of your thoughts on the day and what we saw here.
Well, I'm going to tell you, as far as, I don't know what you're measuring this as far as what makes a successful event, but when you pick the schools and whoever joined in to play here, we got really good quality schools, 8 schools, and we had 4 good games. If you're using that for a measurement, it was a success.
And the way this was choreographed, timing-wise, it is going to end perfectly as far as the time is concerned. And yet, this last game, it's only fitting that the outlet pass from Gay all the way down the court kind of sealed the deal to Craig with that bucket. And great shot at the end by Pulaski County, just failed to go. But tremendous ball games all the way, and we certainly enjoy being a part of it, and certainly want to thank all these sponsors for putting this forward.
Absolutely. It's been a great day, and you're right, Joel. All 8 of these teams legitimately have a chance to get to Rupp Arena and compete in the state championship. Bobby Baldwin, Joel Bennett, we appreciate both of you guys so much for calling the game with us, the voices of the Cardinals. We appreciate you hopping on the home team showcase. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and Jordan and Colby will rejoin me for our final thoughts here on the home team showcase on Fox 56.
You're watching the Fox 56 Home Team Showcase, sponsored by Cubby's Auto. This is the Fox 56 Home Team Showcase, sponsored by Cubby's Auto.
Welcome back into the Home Team Showcase. I'm Peyton Hinkle, joined now by Clark County School Superintendent Dustin Howard. And Dustin, I just got to ask, I mean, this is our first ever event like this, and it's a pretty big deal for these high school kids, shining the spotlight on them as we're tipping off basketball season, right?
It's a wonderful event where, again, we get to highlight the best, our future right here in Clark County, but also in Kentucky. We've got teams from the 16th, in far eastern Kentucky, southwestern Kentucky, Lexington, and not just the players on the court. We got our band, our cheerleaders. Just a wonderful collaboration between a local news, doing local things for our communities, and I just appreciate being a part of it.
And high school athletics are very important for high school kids. Why is that, and how do you see that in your district?
I think for us, it provides them an opportunity to not just focus on academics, but on being great citizens, great people. Teaches them life lessons about resiliency, and it connects them. We're about connecting people with opportunities to be great. And again, when the pressure's on, you're at the free throw line, it teaches you about adversity, whether it goes in or not. Sometimes some of the best lessons are when we fail, and we allow our kids to fail. They learn how to overcome that, handle that, do that with grace, and then work hard for the next opportunity. Those are the life lessons that athletics really provides our kids that enriches their experience.
And we were happy to just be a small part and help show off those high school kids from all across the state today. Dustin, thank you so much, and thank you for the partnership. Michael, Jordan, and Colby, I'll send it back to you to wrap things up.
All right, Peyton, thanks a lot. Hey, that was fun, huh?
It's a great time. I enjoyed it.
Man, what did you guys think? What were some of your big takeaways, not only just in the event, but also the teams and what we saw out here?
I'll speak to my teams. I know Knox Central, I think for me the biggest thing was them on the defensive side of the ball. They were closing, they were loud, the energy was there. I talked to the coach and he said that's the culture that they're trying to create there. And then, hey, Boyd County, they put up a pretty big fight against Great Crossing. I know they shot 40% from 3 last season. I think those numbers will be pretty similar this season by what we saw.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit more general. I think I need to get in shape, folks. These kids were running up and down the court like nobody's business. Specifically, Frederick Douglass women, I knew they would get after it. GRC girls, their full court press is dangerous, folks. I don't expect them to lose a game anytime soon. I guess we can say the same about Great Crossing after this scare. And then last but not least, Mr. Malachi Ashford and this GRC men's team. Man, that kid's fast. One of the fastest I've probably seen here in Kentucky. Only been here a little bit over a year, but these guys are in shape. They're ready to go, and I think they're ramped up for this basketball season.
Boyd County looked fantastic, and as I mentioned a couple minutes ago, you legitimately have an argument for all 8 of these teams to get to Rupp Arena and win their region. So it's going to be a lot of fun. This entire event was so much fun. We've been in the works for weeks, months planning this event. It finally got here, and it was a heck of a lot of fun. So we want to just thank everybody involved who helped make this such a success. Appreciative to the coaches and teams who participated. GRC High School for helping us out. George Rogers Clark Athletic Director Terry Yeast for a great partnership, and we couldn't have done it without our fantastic Fox 56 crew. A big thanks to all of our sponsors, including our title sponsor, Covey's Auto. For myself, Colby Wilson, and Jordan Adams, I'm Michael Epps. Thanks for watching, everybody.